Huh. One earlier before work, one showing you my ride home on President's Day night, 2023, on the bus, and now a little bit of a vlog. And yeah, the title says it best. I thought they didn't run on President's Day because I do recall that over the past several years, whether they were known as the Start Bus, that's START, with a capital RTE in the word, at the end, or whether or not it's called, the S or Stan RTA. I didn't think, that, they ran on President's Day, but apparently they do. I mean, when I looked at the new brochure and everything, it showed that, President's Day was not listed. So apparently, what I'm assuming is not all the major holidays that you would think normally they would take off, are, going to be an issue now. Apparently, all those minor holidays, with a few exceptions, because when those exceptions being the major ones, but the minor holidays like Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, you name it, are pretty much not going to be a factor that much anymore. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Labor Day is still going to be, a major factor for them, a major holiday they want to take off. I'm assuming, that 4th of July will be the same way. But, there's a lot of other holidays that could not be that way. I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure Easter will be a holiday they take off and everything. But yeah, I didn't think they ran today, which was a surprise. But what's crazy, though, is this guy just asked me, did I want to be dropped off, at the bus stop or close to the road? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And I didn't say it out loud to him, but my thought was, close to the road, what is he talking about? Now, unless he meant Burger King, then hey, okay, I'm cool with that. But he didn't say that. He just said, do you want to be dropped off close to the road or the bus stop? And I was like, close to the road. I mean, not close to the road. I said, the bus stop. That's what I told him. But it kind of surprised me a little bit, kind of surprised me. That he would ask something like that, but then again, I don't know. I don't really know. But anyway, with that said, though, all I could say, and you saw it on the live stream before this one, that, these bus drivers better enjoy the route that they have right now because things are about to change. And I got a feeling it's not going to change in the favor that they want it to change in because of the fact that route we took where he stopped at the Valero, if you will, that you saw, he stopped at the Valero. Well, they can't do that anymore starting the 5th of March because basically that has been taken away. According to what the new route says, from what I'm understanding, they will not be able to go down. Well, here's how it's going to work. They're not going to be able to go down a certain road after a while, from what I'm understanding. They're not going to be able to do that. Okay, we'll just keep it on. Something. I don't know what they're doing. It's President's Day, 4-day, 3-day holiday, so you're going to get some wackos. Anyway, yeah, it looks like someone's had one too many already. But anyway, the way things are going to change is what I just got dropped off by right now, that will be like the second stop here in Newman. like it is already. It'll be the second stop. Basically, it will maintain being, the second stop. And hold on for a sec. I'll cross the road here. Okay. Trying to show this cross safe. But anyway, what I was saying is that basically this road that I'm just got dropped off at, this bus stop, will remain at the secondary bus stop in Newman. And what that means is that the bus stop we went by before that, basically the bus stop we went by before that, the Amy and Driscoll, that will be the primary bus stop, for like when they want to stop at a park like they do in Patterson, and basically, take a 15-minute, 8-minute break or whatever, 10-minute break or whatever they are allotted, or even, park the bus for 45 minutes or an hour so they can go get lunch or whatever the case may be. But yeah, the Amy and Driscoll stop, that's before the one I got dropped off on, which is basically the street before that one. It's actually a street over, if you will. It's actually in that direction, a street over. Basically, like I said, that's going to be the primary stop. That's going to be the primary area here in Newman. And then basically from there, they're going to go down the route that he just did, which is straight down, I think, Driscoll. It's going to be, straight down Driscoll. And then he's going to turn onto Merced Street. And then the next stop will be the one he dropped me off at, which was, Merced and Eucalyptus, in front of Golden Valley Health Center. And then from there, he's going to go straight down like he did just now, down Merced, and he's going to turn onto Highway 33, N Street, if you will. But what's going to happen is that instead of going straight down to Gustine, straight going down that way, if you will, instead, he's going to turn. That's right. Instead, the bus drivers are going to turn onto Inyo. There's going to be no more going down to Gustine and stopping there for a brief rest period or something. Instead, they're going to go straight down to Inyo. Yeah. What that means as well is that there'll be no more Burger King stop. Yeah. Because normally, some of the bus drivers, if you ask them, and they've gotten the okay that, hey, it is a safe spot to drop people off at, they will drop you off at that site. They will drop you off at that area. But because of the fact that, basically things are going to change differently, that's not going to be the case anymore. And I look at that as a positive. I really do. I look at that as a positive in the long run. I really do. Because, here's the thing. Yes, they do come down Inyo and drop you off there, right now. But they only do that after they come back from Gustine. And the reason they're not doing Gustine anymore, basically, as I mentioned, I believe, in my many topics on my mind live stream I did. But I think it was a live stream I did. Yeah, it was. But basically, it's because Gustine is under Merced County. So Merced County has their own bus system called the Merced Bus. So instead, Merced's going to be taking over, they're going to be taking over, that area from here on in. And what that means basically is, I'm getting ready to approach Inyo now, is the bus stop right here right beyond this fence where I usually am at, is going to be a drop-off point. Yeah, because you see, as I look around to make sure, because you see this bus stop here, I don't know if you can see the one I'm usually at, that will be the drop-off point. Well, the bus, instead of going like, straight like that to Gustine, instead will turn down this way after it comes off of, Merced, off Merced Street. That yes, it will go down, it will turn onto Highway 33, but instead it will basically turn down this way. And by coming down this way, it's just going to loop around to the bus stop here, and then head back to Crow's Landing. Head back to Patterson, Crow's Landing in Patterson, and then go to Turlock, because it's going to be now one main route. It's not going to be something that, and there goes what was that, City of Patterson, the City of Newman Fire Department. Truck, one of the trucks, I guess. Not the woo-woo ones, but instead just, one that would go woo-woo, but it's like, mostly like a regular pickup or something like that. But anyway, like I said, that's basically how things are going to go. Oh, starting March 5th. So, yeah, where I got dropped off at, I only have to deal with that for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, the next couple of weeks, because the moment March 5th comes around, or at least after that, all I have to do is worry about being dropped off at Inyo here, and that's it. I get picked up at Inyo, I get dropped off on Inyo. The way I've been wanting it to be. Now I could have always been doing that anyway, even when to go into Gustine, but why would I want to make that unnecessary trip? Why would I want to make that unnecessary trip, of going, coming, into town, coming home into town, but then leaving town, going into another town, and then coming back. Why would I want to do that? It doesn't make sense. So to me, having this chance, like you see those cars behind me, right there. I don't know if you could see them. They're coming down from Highway 33 in that direction. That's exactly, like I said, what's going to happen with the bus. And all it's going to do is take its route like it usually does all the way around, and then go back to Crow's Landing, Patterson, and then from there go from Patterson to Turlock. And I think the reason they're doing this mainly is to make sure that stops like what we had at Valero and Pizza Hut are not a constant thing, because again, what they're doing there as well is they're switching things out too. The way they're switching things out is basically when the bus goes down back towards Crow's Landing and Patterson, instead of going straight down to the park like it usually does, the Veterans Park in Patterson, which is its stop, it's still going to go there, but instead it's going to make a turn. It's going to go down Sperry Road. Yeah, it's going to go basically down Sperry Road from here on in. It's not going to basically, continue the same route anymore. Instead, it's going to go down Sperry Road, like it does when it leaves the park to go to Newman. But instead, it's going to go down Sperry Road and certain other sections, around that basically are closer to getting to the bus stop than, going through the industrial area, because I think they know that that's basically, a tempting area for the bus drivers to stop for as long as they want, almost, even if they shouldn't. Or even if they have some time, but they shouldn't. You know what I mean? So yeah, things are changing. Things are changing big time, and obviously, them running the buses on days that I didn't think they would, like President's Day, you know, obviously is part of that change. But yeah, new routes are coming too. New routes are coming too. And it's like, as soon as we get into Turlock, starting March 5th, I have to get dropped off on around Cody Court and Folkworth Road to basically walk to my job, which won't be a problem because it's not that far away. A lot of people walk from their job in that kind of area. But yeah, it's going to be that kind of a change. Either that or I wait for the 10 to pick me up and drop me off there, just like I got to wait for the 10 anyway, starting around March 5th, to take me to the transit center so I can transfer over to the 45. But yeah, things are changing, and obviously working and driving on a day like this is one of them. But I just wanted to do this little vlog, guys, let you know what's going on, with the bus upcoming. And until then, I am home now, guys, and I will talk to you later. You will get, hopefully, an audio podcast of this down the line.